Hi guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel, welcome back to Totally Magic, and as you can tell from the thumbnail and the description in the title that it's a deconstruction of a classic TENYO card effect. Now I want to go through the routine first of all with you. If you haven't seen this before, it's called Charisma. Somebody sent me a video performance of the trick TENYO Charisma. I've got no idea who's in the video. It's pretty bad quality, but it's what I've got to go on that was sent to me. Now, we'll talk through what actually happens as it's performed. The idea of the trick is that you have 4 jacks and 4 aces, and by swapping 1 jack for 1 ace, the other cards follow. Let's see. So he picks up the 4 jacks, he removes 1 of the jacks, he then picks up the 4 aces, and he's going to remove 1 of the aces, so he's swapping 1 card from each packet. He closes up that packet and magically the other 3 aces turn face down, but as a kicker finish, all the jacks follow the leader. Finally, the jacks are now all aces. It's that simple, a transposition. So here is the deconstruction of this TENYO effect. I don't own it, I don't know the instructions, I don't know the method. I've only seen it performed on video and in front of me a few times, so I thought it would be an interesting one to try and deconstruct. Now, of course, this will be my own interpretation of the method. It may be totally wrong, it may be a totally different method to how I'm showing you, but I just want to show you how I approach a deconstruction of a trick. Now, what I've got are some blank cards. Just get some pieces of paper, cut them to card size on there. So I've got some of those. I've got a pen as well, and I've got the video that I'm going to watch. I will put the video in one of the corners up here, screenshot it so you can see what I'm watching as I'm doing this. So let's watch the performance together. So if I play this, right, okay. Now I'm going to stop it there. Okay, so we've paused it there for a reason. First of all, any trick where cards are held like this, I hate. I really hate any magician holding cards like this. It is the most unnatural hold of cards I've ever seen in my life. And that always rings alarm bells to me. So when I see those jacks like this, that sends alarm bells, but we'll come back to that. Okay, so that's just my personal opinion. I don't like any tricks where the cards are spread out like that. Okay, let's carry on with the video. So what I'm going to do when I deconstruct, I need to try and work out what the 8 cards he's got. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, as we go through, I'm going to play the video. Now he removes 1 card. Now at this point I'm going to pause it because he's just shown me the face and the back of 1 card, and it's the Jack of Hearts. So because I've seen both sides of that, we can eliminate that being a fake card. That is a genuine card. So what I'll do is that I shall draw a back on this. Excuse my artwork, I'm not the best person at drawing, but there's the back. We know it's got a back, and we know it's the Jack of Hearts, so I just put that on there, the Jack of Hearts and a Jack of Hearts. So we know that's a genuine card. Okay, let's play it a little bit more. He picks up the aces, he's showing them. Now at this point, right, I've paused it again there. He's removed the ace of hearts, but he didn't remove it until he covered over the other 3 cards with the jack. Okay, so that tells me that he's hiding something with that stack of aces. All right, bear that in mind. But he has removed the ace of hearts, and he's actually turned it over. So at this point, he's turned it over onto the other packet. So we can eliminate that being a fake. We know that the ace of hearts is genuine. So I shall do the ace of hearts. Okay, the ace of hearts. Like that. And we'll also turn over and put a back on it because we've seen both sides. So I know that this is a genuine ace as well. Now let's just play on a little bit more. Remember, he took the jack of hearts, which we know is genuine, and he appeared to have the three aces here. So I am going to mimic those, the ace of spades, but we're only seeing the corner. Okay, we're only seeing the corner at this point. The ace of diamonds and the ace of clubs. Okay, so we don't know whether or not these are genuine yet. So that's all that we see. Like that, he's got the genuine jack on the face, like that, at this point. Now what he does is, if you watch this next part, he squares them up and then he turns them end for end, and then he spreads them again, and it looks as though they've turned face downwards. So that tells me that maybe half of this card is a picture of the back of the card, like that. Yeah, so half of this card is the back. Okay, now with that in mind, that means we can mimic what he's done there. So he's showing the aces, he squares them up, turns them end for end, spreads them, and now he's got these here. Now he then proceeds to deal all the four jacks. So that tells us all of these faces are genuine cards. So we've got the jack of spades, okay, so the jack of spades, jack of diamonds, jack of clubs. So he had this ace here. He had these spread out, the aces. Before he removed this, he put the genuine jack on the front, pulled this off, and then put that on the other pile. Now he closes these up, he turns end for end, then spreads them, and it looks as though the three aces behind this one have turned over. He then closes up the fan, turns them over, and drops on the four jacks. Okay, so let me just take this back to the beginning. He picks them up, and we only see the jack of spades. We also only see the jack of diamonds and the jack of clubs, but again only the corners. Remember, at the start this was on front like that, and he spread the cards and you see just those. Let's see what he did then. Right, okay, he turns the packet over, so we know this card has definitely got a back to it. So let's just do this. It's all in fun, and so that one we can say has definitely got a back on it. He then slides out the bottom card, which is that genuine jack, which is used over here. So let's see where he goes from here. He then picks up the aces. He eventually removes that genuine ace of hearts and drops it on the back there. We know how the next part works. Right, okay. What he's doing, he picks these up. He then turns them over. Well, we know the top one is okay, that's genuine. Turns over the ace of hearts, the ace of spades. So he turns over this one, the ace of hearts, which we know is genuine, and he puts that to the bottom face up. He then turns over the next one to reveal the ace of spades. Now I'm wondering if he keeps his thumb over that index, the jack there. That would work. So if he had the genuine ace of spades here, that would work, because then he could put that underneath. We know this has got a back, so that's genuine. So that's a genuine all over back, so we can put that down like that. He then turns this over, and he could put his thumb over here to hide that jack index. So this would be the ace of diamonds, like that. And then turn this over, and it could be the ace of clubs. Now I think we're just about there. So let's just see what happens there. There's the ace of clubs. Right, okay. It looks as though that's not how it's done. But that could work like that, as long as he keeps his thumb over there. But just seeing that last part, you'll notice that he actually drops the cards on the table and they're genuine indexes at either side. Yeah. So that is obviously not the method. So let's go back to the drawing board on there. We know the ace of hearts is correct. We know that two of these are genuine. This one here, the ace of clubs. Let me just go back and have a look at that. So the ace of clubs. Now, he picks up the pile, turns over the first ace, the second ace, the third ace. The ace of clubs is already face up, showing this. What I believe is that on the back of this, he's actually got 3 jacks. So let's scrap this one. So the ace of clubs, there. If we put on the back of this the 3 jacks, so we had the jack of something like spades, then we had the jack of diamonds, and then the jack of clubs, like that. Now these 2 aces, we don't need the jack, we can have the ace of diamonds and the ace of spades on there, and this one's genuine. That gives us the 4 aces that are all genuine. Let's see if that would work. So we have these here, that goes on top, and the 3 jacks there. Right, so remember we start with a jack of hearts. So what would happen if we spread this to give the illusion that we've got 4 jacks? Okay, like that. He squares them up, turns it over, pulls out that jack, then he drops the genuine ace of hearts on top, and then when he comes to reveal these, he turns over the ace of hearts, puts it to the bottom, he turns over the ace of spades. He doesn't have to hide the pips because they're genuine. Then he turns over the ace of diamonds, puts it to the bottom. The clubs is already face up. Then what he does, he can drop these. This is the only fake with the 3 jacks on the back, and he can then drop all of these down and it looks like the transposition. I think we've got it there. I think that is the 8 cards. So to finish this video off, what I decided to do is to quickly make up these cards using a very old deck of cards. If you've got some lying around, you can make them up. It's not ideal, but I can see if it works. Now, if we take a look at what I've got a genuine ace of diamonds. That's what I've got here, a genuine ace of diamonds. I've got a genuine ace of spades. If I can find it, there it is. A genuine ace of spades. We got a genuine ace of hearts. There. The ace of clubs is the one that we've got the fake on there. So what I've done, there's my ace of clubs, and I've just cut and stuck the 3 jacks on the back. Okay, so that's that one. Then we got the genuine jack of hearts. There's nothing wrong with that, so that's what I've got there, the genuine jack of hearts. Then I've got the jack of spades, which on the back, so there's the jack of spades, I've actually got half and half. Okay, so I cut half of the ace and stuck it on the back of this jack. We then got the jack of diamonds, which has the half and half, and the jack of clubs, half and half on there. So I've made all of these up. To finish off, let's just see if we've got this right. So aces there with the genuine ace. So I've got the fake aces, the 3 of them with the jacks on the other side, and the genuine ace of hearts there. We then got the genuine jack that we know is on the face. These 2 go next down here, and then we have the fake next, and then the jack there. And what we have some cards here, which if you take a look are 4. We have the hearts, the diamonds, and the clubs. 4 jacks. We also have in this other cup, we also have the 4 aces. We have the ace of hearts, the ace of clubs, the ace of diamonds, and the ace of spades. So 2 packets of 4 cards in each. Now this is all about a transposition. TENYO call it charisma. But let me show you what we have here. If we take, for example, these 4 jacks, square them up, what I want to do here is I'm going to take one of these. I wouldn't kid you for the world. There it is, the Jack of Hearts. And what I'm going to do is to move it over to here. The aces, however, I'm going to take these aces and I'm going to place the Jack on here, and I'm going to pinch one of these aces and I'm going to put it over here with the Jacks. So we take the 4 aces, and I want you to watch closely the 4 aces. All we do is just a little move and a little flick. It's that little move and flick that does all of the magic. You see, now when we spread them, people say that trick is amazing. You've turned over the other 3 aces. No, I've gone beyond that. You see, I've not just turned over the 4 aces, I've actually changed them into the Jack of Spades, the Jack of Diamonds, and the Jack of Clubs, and the Jack of Hearts, the 4 Jacks. Well, if those have changed places, then what have you got over here? Well, over here, what we have are the 4 aces. We have the Ace of Hearts, the Ace of Diamonds, the Ace of Spades, and the Ace of Clubs. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 aces. And that is a perfect transposition.